These are solutions to Melham's Calculus 1 final exam. Number 1, f of x minus f of a is 1 over x minus 1 over a divided by x minus a, multiplied top and bottom by ax. That makes the numerator a minus x over x minus a times ax. A minus x divided by x minus a cancels out to give you negative 1 over ax. Number 2, plug in 2, 4, 4 equals ca squared. Plug in 3, 16, 16 equals ca cubed. Divide both sides by 4. Ca squared is equal to 4 here. That gives me 4 is equal to a. So 4 equals c times a squared or 4 squared. 4 equals 16c. C is 1/4. So f of x is 1/4 times 4 to the x, or 4 to the x minus 1. Number 3, y equals 4x plus 1 over 2x minus 3. Switch x and y. X equals 4y plus 1 over 2y minus 3. Multiply both sides by 2y minus 3. Distribute here, 2xy minus 3x. This cancels out 4y minus 1. Move the 4y over here, move the 3x over here. So all the y's are on the left side. 2xy minus 4y equals 3x minus 1. Factor out the y and divide by 2x minus 4. F inverse of x is 3x minus 1 over 2x minus 4. Number 4, you have the point 1, 1 and 1.001, 1.001 squared. So the slope is 1.001 squared minus 1 divided by 1.001 minus 1, 2.001. Number 5, y equals x to the half. The derivative is 1/2 x to the negative half, which is 1 over 2 radical x. Plug in 16, 1 over 2 radical 16, 1 over 2 times 4, or 1/8. So equation of the tangent line, y minus y1, 4, equals m, 1/8 times x minus x, 1/16. Or you can clean it up, y equals 1/8 x plus 2. Number 6, the definition of derivative, f prime of x, limit h approaches 0 of f of x plus h, x plus h squared, minus the original f of x, x squared all over h. Limit h approaches 0, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x squared all over h. X squared cancels out, factor out an h. Limit h approaches 0, h times 2x plus h divided by h. H cancels out, limit h approaches 0 of 2x plus h comes out to be 2x. 7, f prime of x is quotient root bottom times derivative of top minus the top times derivative of bottom all over the square of the denominator, which comes out to be 2x squared plus x minus 1 minus x squared plus 1 over x plus 1 squared. Ones cancel out, combine like terms, 2x squared, x squared plus x over x plus 1 squared. X squared plus x over x plus 1 squared. Number 8, 2x plus 4x dy dx plus y times 4 minus 3y squared dy dx equals 0. Move the dy dx's over to the right side. 2x plus 4y equals 3y squared minus 4x times dy dx. Dy dx is 2x plus 4y over 3y squared minus 4x. Number 9, 40 miles an hour west times 3 hours is 120 miles. 30 miles an hour north times 3 hours is 90 miles. Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus y squared equals z squared. Plug in 120 here, 90 here. That gives me z of 150. 2x dx dt plus 2y dy dt equals 2z dz dt. Divide both sides by 2z. X dx dt plus y dy dt all over z is dz dt. Plug everything in, 50 miles an hour. Number 11, f of x is x cubed minus 3x squared. F prime of x is 3x squared minus 6x, which is 3x times x minus 2. F double prime is 6x minus 6. Set f prime equal to 0. That gives me x equals 0 or 2, leading me to 0, 0, 2, negative 4. Sign chart for y prime. Positive, negative, positive, increasing, decreasing, increasing. F is increasing from negative infinity to 0, union 2 to infinity. F is decreasing between 0 and 2. That makes 0, 0 a max and 2, negative 4 a min. F double prime, set that equal to 0. That gives me x equals 1, 1 comma negative 2. Sign chart, negative, positive, concave down, concave up. So f is concave down from negative infinity to 1, concave up from 1 to infinity, and the inflection point is 1, -2. That was problem 11. Number 10, going a little out of order here. Number 10, f prime of x is 4 minus 2x, set that equal to 0, x equals 2. Plug in 0, endpoint, you get 12. Plug in 2, critical point, you get 16. Plug in 5, endpoint, you get 7. So absolute minimum at 5, 7, absolute max at 2, 16. That was 10 instead of 11. Number 12, from 0, 0 to x comma y, which is 2x minus 5. So the square of the distance, which is my f of x, is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 5 squared. F prime of x is 2x plus 2 times 2x minus 5 times 2, which is 2x plus 4 times 2x minus 5. 2x plus 8x is 10x minus 20. Set that equal to 0, you get x equals 2. Double prime is 10. That's greater than 0, which means concave up, which means you do have a minimum. Okay, and plug in 2 here and you get -1 for y. So the ordered pair is 2, -1. 13, a of t is 2t plus 1. So you integrate t squared plus t plus c1 for the velocity. V of 0 is -2. -2 is 0 plus 0 plus c1. So c1 is -2. So the velocity function is t squared plus t minus 2. Integrate again. Get 1/3 t cubed plus 1/2 t squared minus 2t plus c2. Plug in 0, you get 3. So 3 is 0 plus 0 minus 0 plus c2. C2 is equal to 3. So final answer, S of t is 1/3 t cubed plus 1/2 t squared minus 2t plus 3. 14, here's a graph of y equals x squared. Have lower rectangles and upper rectangles. Delta x is 0.2, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.81. Upper estimate is 0.2 times 0.2 squared plus 0.4 squared plus 0.6 squared plus 0.8 squared plus 1 squared comes out to be 0.44 or 11/25. Lower estimate, 0.2 times 0 squared plus 0.2 squared plus 0.4 squared plus 0.6 squared plus 0.8 squared, 0.24 or 6/25. 15, you're integrating x to the 1/2 plus x to the -1/2. So that's x to the 3/2 divided by 3/2, which means times 2/3. X to the 1/2 divided by 1/2 means times 2 from 1 to 9. Plug in 9, 2/3 times 9 to the 3/2 plus 2 radical 9 minus plug in 1. 1 raised to anything is 1. 2/3 plus 2. This means square root of 9, which is 3. 3 cubed is 27. So 2/3 times 27 plus 2 times 3 minus 2/3 minus 2. 18 plus 6 minus 2/3 minus 2. 22 minus 2/3, 21 1/3 or 64/3. All right. So that's the end of Calculus 1. Hope you enjoyed the class and everybody have a nice summer.